Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of No Sight, No Problem. This is the second one that I'm filming in one day because I missed, 3 weeks, I think it was. So I'm doing an extra episode because my other one was pretty short and also because I just missed so many weeks of filming, so I'm trying to kind of make up for that. And this second video is going to be my stories about playing sports as a blind student. I actually have a lot of sports stories because, sports did not go so well for me when I was a kid, and we're going to be talking about that today. So, I actually used to really love sports when I was really little, and at my church that I used to go to, we would play dodgeball, and believe it or not, I actually used to love dodgeball. I literally, it was fun. It was fun for a little bit. But there was one really big problem. And that was that people would say that they were going to protect me from getting hit, and I would get hit anyway. So they'd come up to me like, oh, don't worry, I'll protect you, you'll be fine. Yeah, sure, you're going to protect me. And every time that they would say that, I was always the one that got hit. It never worked out. I think it maybe worked once, but that's because I didn't really, move around that much. And then I started really hating dodgeball, and I would usually sit out of the games. I still do to this day. But it's kind of scary even sitting on the sidelines because you can still get hit. There's literally, there's a possibility of getting hit wherever you're at. And all throughout elementary school, my PE teacher, she would have me do, sports-related stuff. I think we did football, we did volleyball, basketball. I'm trying to remember what else. I feel like there's something else, but I don't remember what it was. And usually for me, that meant throwing and catching the ball with a partner. And, you guys probably, that just doesn't work. Please explain to me how that even works. There's still a pretty good chance of me getting hit. And I did. A lot. One time we were playing football, or practicing the football throwing or whatever, and the person that I was doing it with was throwing the ball toward me, and it almost hit me in the face. I was okay. I was not, injured or anything. It went past my face, but still, it was a little bit too close. And then I think the worst sports story that I have is probably from 5th grade, when I got hit by a kickball really hard. So, in 5th grade, we had these things that were called spirit parties, or pride parties was what they were called in middle school, and basically we had this stamp program, and if you got all yes stamps for the whole month, so if you turned in your homework, I think it was, or, if you behaved well in class and all that, we would have, these parties, and basically they were just kind of reward parties. A lot of the time it was, extra recess, or, we did a couple where we watched a movie, stuff like that. But one time they decided to have us play kickball because a lot of the 5th graders loved kickball, and we actually had a kickball game, every year between some of the 5th graders, and I feel like there were some other teams, but I don't remember. I hated watching the kickball games, by the way. No offense to anybody who was a part of them, but it was hot, and I have no vision, so it was not the most enjoyable for me, but it was enjoyable for everyone else. So I was perfectly fine with playing kickball because they put me in a position where I didn't have to do anything with the ball, so I could just kind of stand there. So I'm just standing there and talking to one of my friends, talking to a couple other people that were standing around, and then the person that was supposed to be catching the ball decided that they were not going to pay attention, and it hit me in the face really hard. It was not fun. I specifically remember, 1 minute I'm talking to my friend, the next minute this ball comes flying out of nowhere and hits me in the face. And I was, so shocked at first. I just kind of stood there. It was awful because I have the worst pain tolerance, so it hurt, really bad. And I'm just kind of standing there, trying to figure out what happened. And then I started crying because, I was only 10 and it hurt. And then I went to the nurse's office, and I was okay. I wasn't badly injured or anything. I mean, it just hit me in the face, but it did hit me pretty hard. I was being a little overdramatic. I was pretty dramatic when I was 10. But still, I think that's what kind of stopped me from playing sports and kind of steered me away from them. Because after that lovely experience, I didn't really want to play anymore. I still don't play. I do take dance classes, but I don't think that counts. It kind of does, but not really. There are some sports that I enjoy, though. Like, usually every year there's this event that's called the Blind Olympics, and it got canceled this year because, COVID. And usually it happens, like, mid-April, and we all go to this school in California that I can't remember the name of right now. And we all do, like, these sporting events, and they're all designed for blind people. So we have, like, rock climbing. I love rock climbing, even though it makes me really nervous sometimes, and I feel like I'm gonna fall. Love rock climbing. And we do kayaking and rowing. I like rowing, too. And I'm trying to remember what else we do. Last year we had, like, this laser rifle thing where you would wear, like, a headset, and you would, like, shoot this rifle gun, and it would make, like, a tone, and the tone would get more high-pitched as you got closer to the middle, and that thing was super heavy. Like, I remember struggling to lift the rifle thing. It was really heavy. I actually didn't do it, I think it was last year, and then we have, like, javelin throwing, which kind of scares me, because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit somebody, but it's kind of fun, and, like, archery and stuff like that. So there are some enjoyable sports, and you guys are probably wondering if I play goalball, and the answer is no, I do not. I know a lot of blind people that do, and they seem to really enjoy it, but it just was never my kind of thing, and I think it's because of how much I got hit as a kid, and now I'm, like, terrified of getting hit. So I have stayed away from all sports pretty much ever since 5th grade. Alright, thank you guys for watching. That's all I had for this week. This was episode 3, I think, of No Sight, No Problem, and see you next time. Bye!